Man, I'm shaking whilst recording this video, but man, what a day it's been for the last 5 hours. Myself, NoahJ456, MrDalekJD, codename Pizza, Chopper, and the rest of the zombies community have solved the very first Black Ops Cold War Easter egg, culminating in a website created by Treyarch and Activision, which is going to house the next part of the reveal, which is this Friday, the 14th of August at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 5 p.m. UK time, and 9 a.m. on the West Coast. Now, there are plenty of Easter eggs on this website, and we are going to be diving into absolutely everything there is to know. So I hope you guys are very excited, as I know I am. And if you are new around here and you want to stay up to date on the latest, then you need to subscribe with the bell ticked. And before we go any further, I just want to give you guys a massive thank you. The support on the stream hunting for this Easter egg has been absolutely insane, and it wouldn't have been possible without the genius minds that I was part of to help crack this. This was more than just us solving this. This was all thanks to you, the community, as well, because without your input, God knows how long it would have taken us to solve this thing. So massive thank you to you. Now, we're going to break this video down into two sections. The first is going to be breaking down this website, and then we're going to talk about exactly how we got here, because it is incredible. So I really advise you guys to watch this all the way through, because it'll give you an idea of the sort of level of Easter eggs that Treyarch are throwing at us this year. So what is this website? It is porntakesporn.com/TV, and it brings us to an eerie dark room with an old TV on it, and next to it we have a VHS tape player, as well as a computer on the left and some various things on the background which we're going to talk about. The first big detail is the fact that the VHS player is flashing at 12 o'clock, which of course is 12 p.m. Eastern on August 14th, 2020, which is the next part of this alternate reality game. And NoahJ456 got confirmation from someone at Activision that this date isn't going to be the official reveal, but the next part in this multi-stage real-life Easter egg, which is absolutely insane. And you know we're going to be doing that here on the channel, so be sure to have those notifications on. So what is going to happen with this website? Well, apparently, according to the coding on the website, at the time that it's showing on Friday, a VHS tape will be entered into the machine and is going to play something on the TV. There is also going to be something involving the lights turning on in the room, because if you look in the background behind the TV, there are some really interesting details which are definitely Easter eggs we're going to want to look at. So this is the background when the lights are on, and on the right you can very clearly see part of the Warzone Verdansk map, which is very exciting. This specific section could be part of the next step in the Easter egg, so I definitely keep it in mind, but it's definitely the bottom left section where we have that bunker 10 just sitting there with the rocket underneath. And I'm really excited to see if the next step involves us going into Warzone, because there are some Black Ops Easter eggs littered in some of the currently inaccessible bunkers. Now, the image on the left is incredibly interesting because it just looks like a random drawing, right? We can see what looks like a truck, and there's like a weird explosion and a rainbow effect almost. But this background image is a poster from one of Activision's earliest releases on the Atari 2600. It's a game called Chopper Command from 1982. It's literally exactly the same artwork. Now, looking in history to see if there's anything significant in the Cold War in 1982, and there was a nuclear war scare in 1982 to 1984, which some called it the Second Cold War. There's definitely some relevancy to why Activision chose to use this image in this part of the website. It's a very cool little nod to one of their first ever games, and here we are in 2020 with the newest Call of Duty game on the horizon. And last but not least, looking at details, we have a telephone which could also be used at some point. I mean, hey, part of this Easter egg involved us texting a number with random codes, and we have two chess pieces of pawns lying there on the table which go in fully with the website's URL. And if there was any doubt, if you go down to the terms of use and click it, it takes you to the Activision legal terms of use, confirming that this is an Activision website. This is 1,000,000% to do with Call of Duty 2020. And what is amazing is that this website was purchased by Activision on January 27th of this year. So they've been planning this for a very long time. So how exactly did we get here? Well, if you didn't manage to catch the stream, then let me explain to you one of the craziest Easter eggs that Treyarch and Activision have ever done yet for a Call of Duty game. This is absolutely incredible. So I'm sure most of you know that this all started last week when myself, as well as a bunch of other YouTubers, got sent these massive crates by Call of Duty and Treyarch that were COD 2020 related. They had spray painted codes on the top, and a padlock which couldn't be opened until 5 p.m. UK time today. When it hit 5 p.m., we texted the code to the number and it gave us the code to unlock our crate. So we did, and inside was a massive 1950s projector. Yeah, that's right. Literally a projector from the 1950s, which you insert photographs in and it projects them onto a wall. Whilst everyone else was diving into the Black Ops teasers, I had a set of random family photos from an album that apparently I wasn't supposed to have. That was a low point. Along with a collection of different photographs that contained numbered maps of different locations around the world, images that had lines and lines of random letters. There were also images of circles with colored dots on the bottom, as well as letters which are in the position of hours on a clock hand, and random cut up pieces of a bird's eye view of the summit map from Black Ops 1 for the remastered version in Black Ops 4. So if we jumped onto Black Ops 4 and load up Summit, in Summit the screens had been updated on the map, as well as the clocks in that map were now frozen in time, and that map has clocks for the current time in Paris, New York, London, Tokyo, and Moscow. Treyarch also updated their Facebook and Twitter headers to images of the sky from Summit, so we knew that the Easter egg involved the Summit map. Now, if we look at the images of each country, we can see that it is labeled a number. Now, around the Summit map, we also have these numbers that exist plastered around the Summit map. So what we had to do was look at the color of the wall that the number was on, and then if we look at the bottom of each of these circle images, you can see that they have different colors. So for instance, one number could be on a blue wall, so we knew that that matched up with the country, which the image for it also had that same number. So with that knowledge, you can now work out that the circle image with that color links to a certain country's clock in Summit. So if you overlay the image, it then shows the hands and the second hands on the clock point to different letters. So if we overlay them and work out what colored circle overlays on which clock, we can actually find out an anagram of letters. And as strange as it sounds, we worked out that it was the words "Bish, you were here." We generally thought it was a mistake on their part, meaning "wish you were here," but "Bish, you were here" is a reference to a chess game in 1972 between Russia and the United States in the Cold War, which is regarded as one of the best chess matches of all time. Furthermore, another part of the Easter egg were the square letter images, which if we work them out by overlaying the image with another version of this where there's just no words but instead there's weird sort of gaps and circles, it brought out some more letters which together spell turn 11 white. We now knew this Easter egg was about a famous chess game between Boris Spassky and Robert James Fischer, and what is incredible is we needed to look at the 11th turn, which is at 1 minute 15 into the game in this video. Now, the 11th turn of the chess game was pawn takes pawn. But at the time, we didn't know that specifically. We just knew that it involved the word pawn. So we were like looking around to see if there was an 8-digit code that we could put into the bunkers in Warzone. But then Treyarch released a blank image where there is a word that needs to be filled in, and they filled in one letter, which is K. So if we use what we know, and we know what happens in that 11th turn of chess, we can put in the words pawn takes pawn.com, and boom, we get ourselves the end result, the Easter egg website of the next part of the reveal for Black Ops 2020. And you have been officially caught up, my friends. This is an absolutely insane Easter egg, and I can't believe that I was lucky enough to be part of this. And you know that we are going to keep you guys updated here on the road to Friday and beyond. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to smack that like rating, subscribe for more, and I'll catch you next time.